Hari Om. A small analysis on the concept of Maya and why we are prone to this Maya. Maya means illusion. Illusion means to feel what is absent as present and what is present as absent. So that is the illusion. Actually, why this Maya comes with the moment we are born onto this earth. As we know that we are the toys in the hands of God, He makes us, then He puts into us the life, and after that He makes us born on this earth to lead our lives or to live our lives. The moment we are born onto this earth, after 1 year or 2 years, when we start gaining knowledge on certain objects, certain things, then this Maya starts. Until then, the Maya will not touch us. Because when an infant is in months, baby, or a maximum up to 1 year, it doesn't know anything. So Maya doesn't touch. But once it starts knowing things, tries to touch, tries to know what is that, then the Maya begins playing its part. And this Maya is not as small as the name is seen. Actually, the reality is covered with this Maya, just like the sun that is covered with clouds. And so we don't know what is the reality. And not only we, the great sages are also not exception for Maya. They have also fallen into the grip of this Maya many a time. So here, if suppose this Maya is not there, what would have happened? We would remember what all happened in the past births, and we would not have peace of mind at all. We would not live our lives happily. Firstly, and the second one, illusion means from the time we get going knowledge, we'll be seeing so many things happening around us. We see that people suffer, people die, and we don't know where do they disappear. All this, and at that moment we feel that nothing is ours. So one day we have to leave everything and go away. At that moment, but then with the passage of time, again we are covered, shielded with this Maya. So here what happens? Though we see that people come empty handed and go empty handed, They cannot take even a single thing what they allowed all their life with them while going. Yet we feel that everything is ours and we are everything. The irony is feeling that everything is ours is not problem. But we are everything, that is another problem. Sometimes we feel that without us, maybe the world will stop. The sun may not rise. All this will not happen. But we simply feel like that. That's only because of us the everything is moving around and round. So here at this stage, what we think that I and mine, these two words, I and mine, all these are mine. These two words they carry a person where to he, nobody knows. It depends upon his wisdom, how he is going to understand. So here he thinks that everything is his, and he'll be gathering so many things and safeguarding all the things, all the life, just to go empty handed. I is egoism. It's only I. Only I have. Only I can. Egoism. Mine, possession. So, egoism and possession, self and possession, both these two carry the person away, far away from the reality. It's really sometimes very wondering to feel that how could everything be mine when life itself is so inconsistent. We don't know what may happen at the very minute, very second. So life is shorter than a second. Anything may happen at the wink of an eye. We think that next moment we will do something, but even without doing, so many have passed away. So here, that's why in Bhagavad Gita he said, if you want to, because Jivitam Kshanabhangaram, so life is like second. So actually, when a person is born, he'll get the blessing like Satamanam Bhavati Sataish Purushendriye Yatish Tishtati, all this. 100 years, who knows? Neither the receiver nor the giver knows. Because these are all physical givers. Ultimate giver is He. If He gives us 100 years or 1,000 years, we'll live. If He doesn't want, just by the time we just close our eyes and open our eyelids, we may not be there. So this is what happens. And then come, so in Mahabharata, there's a story. Actually, Arjuna, he wanted to know who was the greatest man in Mahabharata. At that, Krishna said that he would go in disguise to Karna and ask him alms. So at that time, Karna was doing his personal work, maybe combing his hair or cutting his nails or something. He did not have his bath also, and Lord Krishna, he in the guise of a Brahmin went to Karna's house and asked him for alms. So at that time, actually, in Without having bath, they never used to give anything to Brahmin. But here, what Karna did, immediately he just got up, and the place where he was sitting, he just thought what he could give. On his 8 fingers, there were 8 rings, adorned with so many gems, costly gems. At once, he took all the 8 rings into his right hand. He hid the left hand at the back and he gave them to the Brahmin. Then the Brahmin asked why he hid the left hand back. To that, Karna replied that he did not want his own mind or hand or anything to see what he was doing. Because if he takes another fraction of seconds to think what to give, his decision may change and he may not give what he wanted to give. So he hid the left hand back so that it would not resist the right hand in giving. It's a very beautiful answer what he said. So in the same way we don't know what's going to happen because we all are shielded with Maya. We think that we can help later on, we can do puja later on, we can offer later on, we can render service later on, we can appreciate later on. All these. But the moment you want to appreciate, the moment you wanted to applaud, the moment you wanted to accept, the moment you wanted to express, you have to do it at that moment only. Because we fully know that the next moment is not ours. Next moment is His. The present moment only is ours. The next moment is His. He who has created us, He who has given us this life, He who has shielded us with Maya. So He may do anything. And just at the wink of an eye, anything may happen. So here, and there are so many examples in which the great seers, sages also could not be free of this Maya, like sage Vishwamitra, Narad Maharishi. So Narad Maharshi, his whole life, it was completed in 3 hours. So in the same way, there are so many stories like that. So Maya is that with which we are carried away, despite knowing the truth. So that is Maya in simple. We know the truth that we don't take anything, we can't take anything. We know the truth that we can't catch hold of anything and go, leave this world. Yet we try to catch hold of everything. Whatever comes in our way, we try to catch hold of it. So here what the Lord wanted us to show that. So what all he adorned, like the flute, the peacock feather. So it said the butter, all these. Say all these give the lesson that by holding we don't get anything. So if the bamboo would hold its flesh into it, it would not have got the holes and would not have adorned, so and tuned the tunes and be in the hands of the Lord. So likewise. So here He wants us to know this Maya before it shields us, so that we can shield it and know the reality. Only then we can submit ourselves, surrender at His holy feet. So we can appreciate, we can praise, we can applaud. So here this is what is very important for us to come out of this Maya. Maya is very gigantic. To come out of this Maya is not that easy. It's very difficult. Unless we have the grace of God. Unless He showers His grace on us and watches us, keeps an eye on us all the time. If we hear any sadhu or santapurush saying something, then we feel that we have come out of the Maya. But only that moment. The next moment again will be shielded, will be covered with the Maya only. Because it takes us in and makes us play, makes us dance according to it. So here the only way to come out of Maya is to have His grace, to do actions without any expectations, and to enjoy the fruits, whatever it is, in the same way, as if both are given back.